We want to thank you all for joining us for another edition of the Wellton Spirit. And I am so excited to have two wonderful, distinguished team members for Yuma County here with us today.
I'm Diana Veloz. I work for Yuma County. I'm the Community Planning Administrative Director there, and I head up the Grants Division there.
My name is Hernandez. I'm a project manager in Yuma County. I'm also a licensed professional engineer. I'll be leading this project.
Well, I tell you what, we're so excited that you decided to have Wellton as a part of this project. The challenge here in Wellton and the city of Yuma and the county, there's school buses, there's fire trucks, there's police cars trying to cross that railroad when there's emergencies as well. My first day of work here, I had a meeting here at Town Hall, but I was over at the golf course on the other side of the railroad track. I didn't know anything about the railroad delays at that time, but I was an hour late to my meeting because I got held up for 45 minutes at that railroad track. So that's more of an inconvenience. But when we look at the public safety side of this, that's huge, right? And also our school buses. So thank you for what you do. Very grateful that you took this initiative on to assist all of us and get an assessment. Tell me the agency you submitted into and how much was the grant award. And here you had a matching grant too you applied for. Let's talk about that a minute and how competitive was this grant process for you.
Federal Railroad Administration sent out a railroad elimination grant opportunity. So that's who we applied through. We got $640,000 in grant funding. They did require a 25% match, which was $160,000. So that $160,000 would have to come from general fund dollars, as you all know. When we partnered with City of Yuma and Town of Wellton, we were going to split that $160,000. But then we had another grant opportunity that came out, which is the Arizona SMART grant, they call it. So it's Arizona State Matching for Rural Transportation Grant. And we were able to get $160,000 to allow us to match the Federal Railroad Administration grant. So we were able to match those so we don't have to pay a thing. It's all grant funded.
$640,000 grant, and people are probably happy and excited about that. But you went after grant dollars to cover the match costs as well, so you didn't have to go over the general fund, which helped us a lot too. So that was amazing. Well, tell me this now. I hear it's pretty hard to get grants through them. How competitive was this, and how did we fare around the country?
So this was national. That was a national competition, and they had about 100 plus recipients got awarded this year, and there was 2 in Arizona, and we were one of them. So,
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
Yep, and I think because of our partnership, that grant was a lot more competitive than it would have been if we would have applied by ourselves.
A lot of people don't know that makes a lot of these grant applications very competitive because of the partnerships that are established through this. But it's not just a business decision. It just seems to be in the fabric of people here in Yuma County, because I talked to someone over there in Yuma County the other day. We were talking about partnering in a project, and she said, no problem. We are Yuma County. We don't look at ourselves as separate. We're one entity, and that's kind of unique around this state and around the country and places that I've been. So that's fascinating. Even for you to be here today, you have busy schedules. You took time to come to Wellton to talk about this grant opportunity, and we're very grateful for that. Just want to let you know. So tell me this, what is the grant for?
What it is we're doing something called a design concept report, a DCR for short. In terms of construction and all that, there's 5 phases that take into effect. But with this DCR, we're hoping to get into phase 1, which is a lot of stuff that we need to look at. Like, what exactly is the most cost-effective way to construct this? What will we be doing? We'll be like building overpass, going like in the east direction, west direction, going underground. So all that will be answered in the DCR portion of the project. We're hoping to partner with a consultant locally here in Yuma. We're hoping to start this project relatively soon. We already have a deadline for it for June 2027. The Fortuna crossing and the Wellton crossing. Set up a camera and took a 24-hour recording. We take note of the trains, how many passed within a day. We look at how many vehicles were crossing in an hour, like both directions. So we're taking note of a bunch of things. There's a formula that allows you to calculate the vehicular delay. For Wellton, it was 14 hours. We had like 31 trains crossing in this area. Even though it's a smaller population size, that is still pretty significant given the size.
So tell me, where did we go from here? After the assessment's done, then we talk about, I think you mentioned overpass, underpass, going around. This assessment will determine which would be the best route for each of these areas. The federal agency then could be serious about an implementation grant down the road.
The next step after we get a planning grant, the report's ready to go, If that grant opportunity would come out again, then we would try to apply for a final design for the project. And if it allows us to, if there's enough money to apply, then we would also apply for final design and construction together. So that's our plan, I think, for the next steps. It depends how much money is available.
Usually in grants, you don't get accepted the first time, but with this one, we were accepted. This was our first time applying, so we're trying to keep the ball going. That's why we're trying to be very aggressive when we get this done. We want to get it done correctly and then keep that ball going for the next stage.
Well, I tell you what, just you being here and explaining this information to the public, it's a relief that at least the town, county, and the city are all looking at this significant issue that's impacting all of us, because it's been pretty silent in terms of some kind of assessment or evaluation being done, but you're bringing it to light that something is being done, and we're grateful for that as well. We really are really appreciative of that. Thank you for being here. Since I've been here, it's been a wonderful partnership with the county. I look at you all as our big sisters, or big brothers, relationships and partnerships on various projects. And this is just another. Thank you for your leadership. Thank you for including us and always thinking about Wellton. We really appreciate it.